What's up, you guys? On July 25th, we are having a Leo new moon. And I know many of you guys have been experiencing some type of chaotic energy in regards to the Leo new moon. You know, misunderstandings, mishaps, all of that because Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Leo as well. And although this new moon is not only about clapbacks, it's about reclaiming your power, your courage, your voice, your creativity that you have kept locked away. We've been called back into our creative center, our heart chakra, to be called back to that heart space to express our true desires. What plans do we have? What goals do we have? Because from now until the next 6 months, that's when things will openly manifest. Because this fresh start tells us to set intentions boldly, set intentions that we truly need, that fill up our heart space, that give us a reason to live. Stepping into our power and owning our greatness. First, we're going to start off with the sun opposing Pluto retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. And the moon, because it's the new moon, and the intensity that I was talking about, this aspect shows it all. As we are having an intense emotional purge where we're having major reset vibe. Shedding identities and metamorphosing into raw strength. Saying, I'm no longer going to play this role with you. I'm going to step into my true authentic nature. Raw and beautiful and ugly, no matter what you see it as. The other aspect that I want to talk about is how Venus in Gemini is making a square to Mars in Virgo and is conjuncting the South Node. And basically what this means, it explains the social tensions, the awkwardness, the clapbacks, the little petty back and forth. Because both Virgo and Gemini are about communication. And it's mostly about things that happened in the past because we have Mars conjuncting the South Node in Virgo. So most of the spats that you've been having from people have been triggered from past memories, past scores that you haven't settled, which is oddly a catalyst for your change, your new identity. And don't get me started on the Moon-Mercury retrograde conjunction that's happening on the sign of Leo as well. And although this gives us a creative mind, creative writing skills, inspiration, it also layers on more triggered memories because it's conjunct the moon, that Mercury retrograde. And we all know what happens when Mercury is retrograde, okay? Messy emotional communication and impulsive posting. So you guys may want to draft that post before you drop it. Then we have the sun trining both outer planets, Saturn and Neptune conjunct and retrograde all in the sign of Aries. Now what this means is that we're going to be given some clarity because Neptune is still retrograde, so nothing is foggy. We're going to receive clarity on what we truly want, what our true dreams are. Then with Saturn over here, it's going to give us a clear direction, a clear way in which we can discipline ourselves the easy way, motivating us to forge ahead and work for the long haul, to create a legacy for a long haul. And then when we fast forward 6 months from now, which is going to be like January during Aquarius season, when we have that full moon in Leo, we'll see how everything we've planned has manifested up to that next point. So tell me guys, what are you manifesting from your heart's desire?